Mr. G Shave here for another head shave today. As you saw last week, I had a few new items in the den. I've got one more to show you. It didn't arrive in time as such, but I thought, as I mentioned it last week, I ought to really get one. So I'll go over that in a second. What I'm going to do is go through what I'm using for my head shave today. Today's the Henson head shave. So I'm going to be using the Henson razor again. So that should, I just want to make sure that goes into focus. But yeah, I'm just having a look. Yeah, that's it. That's it in focus. Lovely razor. I've been having a discussion with Friendship Shaving and he hasn't had as positive experience with this razor, but you know, as I've said to him, your mileage may vary. You know, not everybody gets on with every razor. There are razors that I don't get on with and I've got rid of that other people swear by. So, you know, each to their own, and it's you know, if it doesn't suit you, that's fine, you know. But anyway, I thought I'd do a head shave. Now, I'm not going to tell a lie, I've practiced with this because until now I've only ever used a Mach 3, a Gillette Fusion or the Leaf razor. I've never used a DE razor until now. I felt confident enough because this is kind of a beginner razor and it's quite easy to find the angles on it, so I thought I'll train my head shaving routine with the DE razor using this. So I'll probably do another few off camera and then I might try some of my other DE razors on my head and go from there, and hopefully it's not a bloodbath. So it's the Henson head shave, so the Henson razor. I'm then going with the Yaqi, let's just get that in focus, the Yaqi brush, and it is the 28mm. It's the Bear or Betelgeuse brush, back to the old favourite. Software wise, I'm going Bambi pre-shave, Palmolive classic shaving cream, using my Boots Tea Tree and Witch Hazel, tonic or face tonic, and then following up with Brut aftershave. I hope this is all in focus because it's I can't really tell without my glasses on, and then Nivea Men. So, and then the new item to the den, if I find the other one, I mentioned a few videos back that Giles Shaving Co has produced a bowl along the lines of quite a well-known shaving bowl. So this is the Captain's Choice shaving bowl, and if you look at that, well, this is the Giles shaving version of it. So I think it looks really lovely, and it's got a much more aggressive sort of rippled area or ringed area inside the bowl at the base. And what I also like is on the bottom he's left this bit unglazed, so it's a really good grip. It really feels good in the hand. I haven't used it yet. This is going to be the first time using it, and I don't normally use a bowl with cream, but I thought I'll give it a go, and I'll probably use it in my face shave tomorrow as well. But yeah, so that, if you want to see them both together, you'll see the Giles shaving bowl is a bit bigger. So there you go. So I'm going to give it a go and I'll give you my feedback. So thanks Ross for sending me that. I mean, I have bought that, I haven't had it free. That's not my style, I don't ask for freebies. And I've, you know, if I do get a freebie, which I really don't encourage, but if I do get a freebie, then I will make it very clear on here that it's a freebie. But so far I've not had any freebies, so it's unbiased. So I'm going to get myself ready and we'll go from there. Oh, somebody asked me on an email, what did I mean by I put a bowl in inside my sink? Well, that's the bowl I use inside my sink. And I just place everything in there. And the main reason is that I found that basically the shaving lather, once it was going down into the sinkhole, or the drainage hole in the sink, it was congealing in there and beginning to smell. And since I've been using that bowl, the smell's gone. So there we are. Right, so that's that question answered. I'm going to get myself ready and I'll be right back. Right, pre-shave on. I've put the soap in the bowl, so that's the Palmolive cream. Going to take my brush, drain it out. 2 shakes as I always do. And then my hands are wet and it feels solid in my hand. Just go straight in there. Now I always take out as much water as I can from the brush up front, and then you add water. It's a bit like cooking. If you add too much salt, you can't take it away. If you add too much water, you can't take it away. I suppose you can add more soap, but squeeze out your brush and then add water a bit at a time, and then you'll get the consistency that you want. This is quite a shallow dish. Again, very high quality. It looks amazing. I mean, look at that. Just stunning quality again. First impressions, I probably still prefer the pedestal, but there are people who prefer bowls like this, and I have to say it's doing a stunning job at producing the lather. And that's about ready. Look at that. So no effort. So let's get that on my head. I'm trying a different focusing system. This is the new camera I bought is the Sony ZV-1 or ZV-1 as they say in America, and it has what's called a product feature focusing system. Now up until now I haven't really used it because I didn't feel the need for it, but I thought I'd give it a go in this video and see how it performs. I hope you've, I haven't had no comments yet about whether anybody's noticed the difference in quality or the angle of the video. I still record in 1080. I don't bother recording in 24. They make for massive file sizes, and at the end of the day you're only going to have to downsize it back to 1080 from 4K anyway. Yes, you get a bit better quality, but I just record in 1080. I don't really need to record in 4K. I don't, I understand why a lot of people do it, and if I was doing some of the videos that I watch, like van lifers and things like that, then maybe I would do 4K, because that, I'm just standing here in a bathroom, it's no big deal. But if you're out in nature and recording all sorts of stuff, then maybe 4K is an idea. But yeah, right then, let's get on with the shave. Palmolive is a great one for beginners. It's a great one to go to. Get yourself a tube of Palmolive cream. Oh, the blade in here is a Gillette Nacet on its second use. So as I say, I used this once before off camera to see how easy it was for me to shave with it, and I have to say I was pleasantly surprised. I had no issues shaving with it. I had no cuts. So now I've said that, I'm probably going to spill some blood on this one, but certainly the first shave was a real success, and I was very careful, and I'm being careful now. But this, as far as I'm concerned, is a great head shaver. Now I've got fairly thin hair on my head. You know, I was balding anyway. I was bald, pretty much. Not completely bald, but you know, the standard style. I'd gone past the monk style. The halo had slipped down that way. So yeah. So yeah, it's. I must admit, I love it. This feels great in the hand. Feels very safe, very easy to use for a head shaver. So I don't know how many people have done head shaves with the Henson razor, but this is, I'm enjoying this. But you know, as I say, friendship shaving, he didn't really get on with his. I think he saw some positive points in it. I haven't watched his video. His video, I'll link it above, probably up there somewhere. I haven't watched it at this point as I'm recording this. I haven't watched it because it had only just popped up on my feed. But I do intend to watch it later this evening. But from the conversation we had in the comments below his last video, I don't think he got on with it as well as I did. But it's down to skin type, it's down to the beard thickness. You know, he's got the same medium razor that I have. So I'm not sure, you know, what the difference is, but obviously, you know, his beard thickness is maybe thicker than mine. And this razor isn't going to be for everybody. But I would say it's a great beginner razor. And it's a razor that instills confidence in my shave. It's very mild. You know, as long as you go in knowing it's very mild, then you're going to be fine. Go in with that expectation. So here we go, second pass. And it's, yeah, £50 is not, I mean, the Merca 34 HD, I forget what price it is now, but it was about £35, something like that, £35–40 here in the UK. This is £10 more. Looks amazing. As long as you're, you know, if you're starting out, there are cheaper razors out there, but I wouldn't recommend going with the cheapest ones because they're probably not going to give you a decent shave. Certainly not as enjoyable a shave as say a Merca would. I'd definitely recommend the Merca as a beginner razor. It's going to give you the kind of shave that you can expect from pretty much any decent razor after that. So here we go, against the grain. Really comfortable for me. Really comfortable. And the Gillette Nacet blade, I think, is definitely a sharper blade, and it feels great. I am, whenever I come round to using this again, I will use a feather in it and see how that happens. If you want me to do that soon, then I will do that. But I'll have now done 2 shaves pretty much back to back with the Henson razor, and I don't want to bore you and make it look like I'm a fanboy, which, you know, I do like this, don't get me wrong, I do like it. And I was pleasantly surprised because I don't really rate aluminium razors full stop. But that's just my personal opinion, you know, that I wouldn't want to be putting you off from trying an aluminium razor or any razor, because everybody is different. Everybody experiences a shave in a different way. We're not all made the same. I know people that don't get on with all the soaps. Luckily, I don't have any issues with any soaps, but I know of people who have problems with burning sensation and they have a reaction to soaps. I don't experience that, and I'm lucky. So all I'm trying to say is that you know, don't worry if it's this feels weird now. Don't worry if you're not experiencing the same thing as other reviewers have experienced, because that's to be expected. I'm being really careful now, so I always focus behind the ears, and especially now I'm doing this. This is only my 2nd time, and I don't think I've cut myself again yet, so quite pleased. Now this soap is going to look a little bit thin, I think, because I've accidentally got some water in here as I was rinsing off the razor or my hands. Yeah, but stick with, if you're a beginner, I would highly recommend going for the Merca. If you want to go a little bit more, then the Henson is definitely a good one to go for. But I think a Merca is probably the more realistic to start off with, on the basis that most razors are going to be, you know, weighty. If you start off with an aluminium razor and then you buy something like the Merca or the Edwin Jagger DE89, you're going to go, wow, that's heavy. But if you start off with those, then, you know, and learn your technique with the heavier razors, it's not going to be difficult to learn with the aluminium. Whereas I think it might be a bit more of a learning curve if you were to do it the other way around. So this is my pickup pass. I don't bother going all the way over the top because, as I've said many times before, there's very few hairs left up there. Yeah. So I hope you've all had a good week, had some good shaves. Thank you to the new subscribers. I've had a few. As I've said many times before, it helps the channel. It encourages me to continue doing these shaves. And you know, if you leave comments, I enjoy the comments as well. Had quite a few on the first Henson razor shave that I did. So yeah, let's feel around. Have I missed anywhere? Yeah, there's a bit there. A little bit here. I think I miss a few more bits, because with the leaf razor you've got 3 blades that catch everything. You're less likely to miss anything. Well, I've got a few tram lines where I've missed a bit. That bit there is being a bit awkward. That's it, got it. It's all about getting the angle right when you're using a DE on your head, because you don't have to worry about that so much with the leaf. So it's a technique I'm learning, but that's not bad for the second time I've used a DE razor on my head. I'm going to clean up now and I'll be right back. Right, all cleaned up. On with the cold water rinse. And try the alum on the head. This should be interesting. No, no sting. Oh, there's a little bit up the top. Up here there is. You don't have to use alum. You can just go straight to aftershave and use that if you want to. But I like to use alum. It's just part of my routine. And I think you learn a lot from alum as you're putting it over your head. It sort of tells you where you've done it well and where you haven't. It's a good tool as far as I'm concerned. Trying to keep it out of my eyes. But yeah, so successful second attempt at a head shave. First attempt was just as good as this one. I was really pleased. It's given me the confidence to start using some of my other razors on my head, some of my other DEs, so I won't just be using the leaf in future. I shall be experimenting, and there may be blood, there may not be, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, this was a very mild razor, and I shall probably start with the Merca and the DE89. I think the DE89 will be a better razor for this because it's got a longer handle. I think the Merca 34 is slightly, the short handle might be a problem, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Right, I'm going to wash this off. And we go on with the witch hazel. So boots witch hazel, and then rub that all over my head. Let's see if this burns. This sometimes can burn more than the alum does, but it's just here. I think I've caught myself a little bit there. Just, yeah, maybe scratched it. It's not bleeding, but there you go. So alum is on. Straight on with the Brut. Oh, nice. Nice. So that was the Brut. And then straight on with the Nivea cream, and then that's me done until tomorrow for my face shave. I haven't decided what I'm going to use as a razor tomorrow. It won't be the Henson again, don't worry. I thought about it because I've got 7 days growth, but I thought it'd be too much, so the Henson is going to go in the rack and await its next part, or its next viewing in order. Well, I haven't really got an order, I just pick and choose what I feel like, so, but there we are. So that's the shave done for today. I'm going to just quickly wipe this over. I haven't cleaned up as I usually do. So it's bye-bye from me and bye-bye from the Henson razor. I enjoy this razor. It's not going to be for everybody. You know, don't worry if you don't get on with it. Not every razor fits every person. So as long as when you buy razors you understand that, then you know, and you can move. There are a lot of Facebook groups that you can join up with, and forums, and you can sell razors on that you don't like. But anyway, that's me for today. I'll see you tomorrow.